Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. Hope you all having a great week. I myself have enjoying my week because Thursdays and Fridays my weekend. And I'm here to enjoy myself, relaxing. I was watching some shows earlier. And now I'm here to give you a live, give you a review of Belle Collective, the last recent episode that was this past Friday. And Married to Medicine, that was episode that was this past Sunday and here to give you all my opinions about that. And also, I want to briefly talk about the Sophia speak of her feelings out on Color Shakeen podcast and his feelings like that. I ain't taking no notes, but I did jot down some topics that I probably wanted to talk about before we get into talk about Bell Collective, at least right into the thing. So give people a chance to come in if they want to watch the go to the review and hope that they didn't miss it so early. So let's give it a chance to talk about that. So come in, don't be afraid. Say hey, let me know you here, let me know you're around and whatnot. And discuss. And I love the interactions. So let's get into that. And yes, I want to appreciate everyone who tuned to my live last Tuesday. It was a great turnout. I had it was good views. Still with a small platform. And last couple of videos I put out have been good in viewing. So viewership. So keep it up. Both people new to my channel or not subscribers, everything. Keep it up. I appreciate that. As a small YouTuber myself, I enjoy the interaction. I enjoy doing these. Even though I don't put out a lot of videos like a lot of people get, but it will get there. But I'm keeping it there, keep it tracked, and I appreciate everyone who's still been supporting me on this time with the watch-alongs, with the videos, the comments, and discussions and conversations. I appreciate all that. So I will do an end of the year live soon. So stay tuned for that. I always do one every year so far, and give you updates if anything in my channels and whatnot. However, before we start on the topics, it's shows on Netflix. So I want y'all prepared to watch those shows because we'll talk about that. It's this new show on Netflix called Love Never Lies South Africa. Because sometimes African shows have been really good with the drama, with the shows, with the intensity. It'd be really good. So Love Never Lies South Africa is a great show. I'm watching it right now with some Mizzies. Hey, Mizzies. And boy, we're going to talk about that. So after the finale, in the reunion, we're going to do a major live, and we're going to talk about that. So please go on Netflix and watch the show. Let me put the title on. Love Never. And another show, y'all know Ultimatum. I did talk about the Ultimatum, but I did the last 2 seasons. I know I gotta check my thing. I did do some reviews on them. And the 3rd season's out, and we're gonna talk about that as well. After the first set of episodes, I'll do a live and then do the next set of episodes. That way it won't be one, or I might just do one major live and just call it a day, how I usually do it. So I think about that. So hopefully y'all get to watch it as well. And on Netflix. Yes, so watch those 2 shows, get prepared. If you don't want to watch it, just listen to my reviews. I know we get people to do that. And we'll get to getting started. And I haven't forgotten about Married First Sight. I think I might do like a pre-recorded video and just test that out and see if people want to watch it, pre-record it. If not, I'll just go back to my live versions of that. And the last 2 episodes I did watch. and I might give like a brief commentary because I didn't take no notes. So I'm just going to give off my head what I think about the couple so far and give my opinions on those. So whatnot, let's get into Belle Collective first. Oh, wait, hold up. Before we get to all that, hold up. Hey, shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, so let's get to Belle Collective first. But before we get to that, let's talk about what happened recently. I do have like something coming up with like a collab with another YouTuber, another small youth platform YouTuber, and that's coming up. We're working on work, so I'm trying to see what date we're gonna do that on and stuff, and talk about this whole shenanigans with Carlisha King and his shenanigans with his cast, his shows, and all that stuff like that. So stay tuned for that, and we'll give you updates on that. But yes, recently Sophia was on his doing things he do Mondays. I don't watch it. I just hear about what's going on based on social media because once things comes out, everybody put videos out there and comments and Twitter and Instagram is just out there. So you can't miss it. And she said something that kind of put his video that he did that live with Monday on private. So I don't know if he put it back on public and he edited that part out, but that particular section was private because various reasons. Long story short, she said she was unprotected. She felt unprotected. She felt like she wasn't protected by the production company on Carlos and the feelings with her and Selena and what happened and not giving a heads up and whatnot. You can tell by his facial expressions because when he get called out or something like that, he doesn't like. You can see it on his face. That's why I think he needs to stay behind the scenes and stay out of it because he's too evolved and people see how much he's showing up in the scenes and behind the scenes and he's doing his podcast and YouTube. It's like it's one thing you want to produce, but man, you want to do YouTube realm and stuff like that. You can't have it all. Unfortunately, he has a big platform and stuff like that, but he's showing up. He's showing his stuff is showing. It's been like that for a while. People been saying about this since you was in the Bravo days. But because you're a black producer and a man and stuff like that, people want to give you a lot of chances. But a lot of people will just start seeing how you are and start moving slowly. If every show, it just starting to affect the shows, the viewership and stuff like that. But so, nonetheless, she felt unprotected. And he got offensive, like trying to cut her off. At one point, I think, shut it down. He put it in private. Nobody could see the rest of the thing anymore because they was like, what happened? And I saw the section that she talked about on Milanchan. She's another fellow YouTuber. Go to Milanchan TV. I was going to do a mini thing like I did with the Tyler thing, like a mini watch along and talk about it. But I said, I don't want to show a video of another YouTuber things here. It's one thing was like a podcast style YouTube channel that someone do like interviews like that. That's different. But another thing was another YouTuber and I want to like flag my videos. So I'm not doing that. Or I could do an audio if I want to do it. But that's what happened. And she talked about what should have happened because she said at this point, we're going to talk about Belle Collective, y'all. So if y'all coming in and saying, what are you going to talk about? I said, that leads into Belle Collective because we talk about one of the person who's on the show. The altercation that happened. Now, I was like, I still stay about what I felt. I feel like, Sophia, you just as much at fault in that altercation like Selena was and whatnot. What I did take from that, I would say, listen, that's what kind of bad for me because I said, if y'all never really would have talked to each other when y'all was in the same areas, like events, because y'all always around each other. Most events, y'all don't say nothing to each other. So why now when we go on camera, I know because it's cameras, y'all wanted to turn up and show out. And y'all both turned out to show out. So like that. And because I was like, Selena, if she never really talked to you before, what is the issue now? Just let it be. It's still the same. I said, that's the same old Selena. It is what it is. But, she tapped your shoulder and said, oh, is this the only person you're talking to? And then you got one back and forth. You called her extra. She said, if words get you upset. I said, it's not because you call her extra that made her want to wild out on you. yes, you would disrespect her. That got her turned up because you started calling her extra when you know she's been like popular or at least favorite since the Dance of Dolls era. Bring It, and people knew her. She had a fan base. So by the same time, it's like, yeah, this was your platform. You wanted to have this your own moment. Then from that, and not be overshadowed by Selena. So I guess you wanted to shut her down. But it wasn't just about the extra comment. It was that, and then Sophia, you was throwing down your glasses, throwing down your purse, running up to her, and y'all had this altercation. So it was both at fault. And what happened? Because I was like, when she was talking into Minichon, I was like, she tried to make it seem like it was just that the word. Hold up. The Wi-Fi signal's acting up. Sorry, she made it seem like it was just the word that got enticed up. It agitated the situation, but your actions follows. So that what she felt like it should have happened, which I feel like it could, if they since at that time with that season, last season, they had a no contact order that was in effect. Now, we'll talk about that, the no contact order, the update on it, because they did explain that it lit lapse, it was over with now. So any scenes we start seeing this season going forward from the improv scenes and later on, the no contact order is not in effect. So that's why we're seeing it. But beginning of that season, last season, and then I guess the beginning of the reunion or after the reunion when they started taping this season, it was in effect up to a certain point and then it lapsed. And it was no more. So no contact order is not in effect anymore, y'all. So exactly, that's when we start seeing them interacting with each other more. But at one point in filming, it was. And that's what she felt like it was unprotected because it's like, if you know you had this order, you could at least give me the heads up. It's like that. And that's what he was going off. He was saying, oh, you knew she was going to be in the show and you need to take accountability and all that stuff. I was like, at one point, if y'all both Sophia and Selena, that's what she said in her interview, that maybe we both should have had say, no, we got no contact order in place. Maybe we should not be in the same room and we should just let them know. But y'all both wanted the moment. That's what happened. Y'all both wanted the moment. It was cameras and y'all both showed out. So I guess y'all had took the corner and said, you know what, let me leave. I'm not gonna be here. And let me leave. So then you should say you should leave and call it a day. Because y'all both have an order and y'all know it supposed to be in effect. With that being said, it happened. She did know by pressing charges would agitate the situation. She did. She realized she made that realization last episode. We talked about that. And she said, I feel like Carlos or a production to inform her. Now, production and these type of reality TV shows in production, they make decisions. I think a lot of people don't fail to understand. Productions is their employer. They can make who they want to come on or not. No cast member has the power to influence the decision on whether someone can come on the show or not. They may hear your concerns and situations, and they may sure also honor the legalities to a certain extent. But sometimes they like to blur the lines with that. They don't have to tell you or inform you what they want to bring. If they want to bring your messy ex on the show, if they want to do this, they want to do that, they can. And that's why I want people who want to get on these reality TV shows to understand that the production company role is to bring drama and viewership and stuff like that to get something going. That's their role. And I know you feel like they're your friends or not, but stop thinking they are your friends. They're not. They have a job to do, and they can produce what they want to produce. So it's something they want to go by, it's something they want to happen. They're going to make it happen by any means necessary, whether you like it or not. Doesn't make it right, but that's part of the reality realm. So that's one of the people who need to understand, who want to get in a reality show. Stop thinking the productions are your friend. They are not. They have a job to do, and that's what they're going to do. I'm small platform, but anybody bigger platform can say the same thing. Stop thinking they're your friends. They're not. They have a job to do, and that's what you sign up for a job. They're going to do whatever they want. So if any skeletons or any mess or anything they want to exploit, they go exploit that. And hence why I felt like in their mind, they felt like bringing Selena on would be great because y'all have been talking about her, Sophia and JJ last season. It was all about Selena season. So I said, production said, like, let's bring her on and let's see what go bring it. Now, whether they is showcase Selena right or is it working in your mind, it's up to the viewership eyes. If you feel like Selena coming in is doing something because it's not really showing how much anyway. And what kind of exposition they both plan to have of them sit down and people showing up to see how the sit down going to be and if it's going to be explosive or it's going to be working out. I guess, but that's mine. So I get it. Yes, they don't have to form you who they will hire and stuff like that. Just like in Love Man and Sunshine. If Color Production want to be messy and bring Amy on that dusty behind coleslaw in the show, they can if they wanted to. They not. At least what I would feel like they didn't bring her because she's a liability. She was a wrecking mess. If she wasn't going to be disrespectful to the cast members like that, nobody want. Then she probably would have been on it. But she just been doing too much, way too much. So they would say, no, they're not bringing her. But they can't. They wanted to. They brought somebody else who's supposed to be alleged mistress to Martell on the show, who's love to lie, bring another boyfriend who actually is married. You know, like Trish, whatever her name is. So that's that. I said all that to say they don't have to let you know. If they want to film and they want to hire someone, they're going to hire someone, whether you like it or not. Now, in my opinion, I feel like because it's a no contact order and put in place, and production knows this, I feel like even though they don't have to, I feel like it would give you a common courtesy to let Sophia or Selena know and say, hey, this person gonna be on the show. That's it. Don't need a permission. They'll let you know this person gonna be on the show. It's hired. It's casted. That's what I probably would have done. I would say let Sophia in there. I said it's free. I know what's going on, but I'm bringing Selena. She gonna be a full-time Belle, and that's what it is. How you gonna move forward from that is up to you. But this is production decisions. We want to hire her. She's gonna be here. And then no. And I do feel like that scene that led to that altercation. I do feel like production didn't tell Selena that Sophia gonna be there, and Sophia and they production didn't let Sophia and that Selena's gonna be there. So I feel like, yeah, production played a role and probably setting this up. They got some shock, but they also play a part in their own thing by showing up and decided to stay and act the fool. Now, about pressure charges, I feel like she didn't really want Selena to be on the show because she wants spotlight. So I think she did press charges to protect herself. And I think maybe somewhat let her slow the process of being on the show. But whether or not, it is what it is. She's prepared to suffer the consequences, if anything, by her speaking out against Carlos, because that's her boss. And or by like production not showing how much scenes next season, or put for more Selena and more scenes, and reducing Sophia scenes, and or not have her next season. I mean that could be, but in that case, that's what we call retaliation. But I know in regular world, our kind of world who work in regular 9 to 5s or something like that, retaliation is against the rules. But you know, in reality, well, they can do what they want to do, huh? And that's my little thoughts about it. That let me know. I know it's been quiet, nobody saying that, but I was like, let me know. I think it's crazy, but she also alluded that she not getting paid enough too. It's like there's a lot of people saying they're not getting paid enough by your shows callers, but you act like you this grand dame on type of person on reality TV. Boy, bye. And I blame y'all, not y'all, my limousines, but I blame people who big his head up, thinking he's all this or that. And that got to his head. Now, does Rain Production has money like the production company in Bravo? No, I don't think so. I feel like Bravo will be paid way more on their people than the people in Kingdom Reign on the sub production will be. Despite his success, it just had way more spread. So, replay game, y'all let me know how y'all feel. Anybody who's in the chat watching me, y'all let me know what y'all take on that. That's my little overall discussion on the Sophia interview with Minachon and whatnot and what she said and what happened. Because I said, Carlos, at the end of the day, if you go put yourself up there on YouTube channels and stuff like that and bringing these cast members on and what their opinions, you have to take the criticism as much as the praise. You love to get praise, but when somebody comes forward about, say, criticism against you on a public platform, you want to crash out and get upset. Boy, just take it. It takes with the good and the bad. That's a part of being the face of your own production company and have your own. You gotta take everything. When we see people seeing how you crashing out all the time against your stars and the people who bring really great assets to your company, go against them. But whatever. That's another video another day. Now let's get into Belle Collective, who y'all came in for. All right, so we continue from last week. The ladies had the improv class. Tisha had held on. She wanted to tell some people, the ladies, something. Marie is upset. She about to leave. She screamed out because, Latrice said you was beneath her. She said, you see what she saying? You see what she's saying? And all it's like that. She's like, please, I need to tell y'all something. I need to tell y'all something. Hey, yes, sit down. I need to tell y'all something. I said, listen, y'all, let her say what she got to say so y'all can end this meeting. Girl, Marie said, listen, let me sit down. Come on, Marie. Marie said, listen, let me hear what you got to say, girl. Let me hear what you got to say because you really want the moment. So she basically invited them to the trip to New Orleans. The husband could go. The husband could come on the trip. And I guess she was going to invite Antoinette, but Antoinette said, girl, Antoinette was on Letitia's neck because she still hold on for what happens in season 1. And she ain't letting it go. Now, she had her own moments. People could like dislike Antoinette based on her actions on season 1, bringing that dusty behind Karen on here and all that like that. But a lot of things she said at that improv meeting was making sense, and she was speaking the truth. Even Sophia said, "Listen, let me get her number because she came in hot. Antoinette came in hot, and she was speaking the truth about Letitia because Letitia, at the end of the day, you could come on and say like you don't have any issues and you want to make things work, but you have to realize you have been part of the problem just as much as everybody else here, and if not, a lot of part of the problems behind the scenes." I remember Sophia said that Letitia said some things too, and I forgot what exactly. I didn't take the notes, but I know she said that Letitia said some things about. I think who she said some things about. She said some things about somebody on that cast. And I said, "Oh wow, Tisha said that." But I'm not surprised though. Allegedly, that's what she said. But watch the Minachon interview. She said something, and I forgot exactly what she said. Central said, Letitia, you just full of it. You just are full of it. And I said that. He said, I was going to invite you, but you're not invited anymore. I said, girl, it is what it is. So Tambo was trying to say, listen, let's go. You want us to move forward? You want to take a step and move forward? Okay, I'll go be the big person. I'll go do it right now. Marie, let's talk. And I would say, I wouldn't talk to Marie, but it is what it is. I said, listen, but your phone, because at the end of the day, we don't have to be arguing with each other all the time. So I said, you know what? Let's try to be a big person and then sit down. Tam trying to explain herself why it felt the way it felt. Marie trying to explain what happened and everything. And Tam felt like Marie explanation is whack. Because I said, yes, it still feel whack. There's still no reason why you need to sit down with the ex to bring information who's not part of the show to come at Tampa, because you feel like Tampa is lying and don't share herself. I said, take that into production. Like I said last week, I like everybody on my Instagram post. I said, I hate these people getting on these shows and trying to act like somebody not showing up. I said, if that's the case, you need to take that with a production and see who they editing and why they're letting this person stay around. If you got grievances. Hey, Empress Boo, I wish they showed a conversation between Marie and Tam, but I wish so too. Because they just briefly said what happened, and I wish we need to get the resolution of what happened, because I said yes. I feel like that conversation we need to see, but they didn't want to show us that. I don't know why they're not showing us these conversations, the previous conversations. I said that twice. These previous conversations they having on the show that could help us understand they moving forward or not. Because based on that, Tampa said, listen, we had to come understanding, but we had a better understanding coming from me. I don't think she really buy in me and Marie explanation, but I guess they making an effort to move forward and not look in the past again. And whatnot. And they continue to talk outside to get a better understanding. But Marie, I wish you stop letting people, because I feel like, because at the end of the day, you and Tisha both told us that the production came to you so you could do this. That's why I said, no, if I was Marie and Letitia, I said, no, we're not doing that. If you want to have this happen, you do it yourself. You don't need to go through us to try to bridge your gap and then use me to bring on the show and make me the bad guy and then you can sit back. No. No, I'm not doing that. If I'm Marie, I said, I'm not doing that. Get somebody else to do it. I'm not doing that. Because it's something you should share with us, and I ain't know that. I said, why she just share that with y'all? Y'all not cool like that for her to share that she has a stalking ex who she has a court case against or a paperwork against him. It ain't cool like that. But it should not give you the right go out the way to go after that person to get dirt and detail because you feel type of way about me. That don't make sense. But whatever. So the guys hang out, and Willie jokes around with Glenn because, he talked about the producer comment and everything, and, Glenn ain't like that because he had that little dusty behind rap thing he gave Letitia last season. I was like, oh, child. I said, don't go into the music, go producing, none of that. So he made a joke about it. Glenn felt type of way about it. He said, you always want to joke around. You always think you better than us. Cliff feel like Willie acts like a woman. I said, more so you too. I mean, I don't hang with Cliff act like he said he's just a man. He a man. I said, if you had to try to convince us, you're not convincing us. And what he doing? Acts like a woman? What's that? Because what? At the end of the day, you were just as much involved as much as the other men or what the women get to beefing and they have bring y'all into this in the mess. You just as much involved. You pretend you act like you not involved. Who you just are. So, and you were glad to get to start talking. Y'all little gossip sessions. And y'all little bromance. Boy, bye. So Willie has a podcast, and him and JJ has a podcast together, and the wives go come, Akeisha and Sophia, and they talk about and then Glenn invite the guys to the New Orleans trip. Said yes, y'all will be coming, and me and Akeisha is planning it, and y'all can guys come and we can have a good time. Do y'all feel like Willie thinks that he's better than them? I don't know. I mean, Akeisha, the one-upper, who turned the TV on better than you, who watched Netflix better than you, who critique better shows better than you, who listen better than you, the one-upper, they did come out act like they might be better than and pompous than other people or air about them. So that's what get it. So if y'all feel that, it is what it is. Maybe he does feel like he better than maybe he doesn't. But it acts with jokes and stuff like that. He trying to interact. That's who he is. I mean, deal with it or not. And that's right. So Latrice spoke at a voting event because it's important to vote, and she didn't sound like she has stage fright or anything or public speaking fears. I think she's practiced a lot more to speak on it, and she did a good job. I mean, it's very brief. It wasn't long. Straight to the point. The point about voting is that, as always, Tambra and Selena came to show up. They always support each other. It's like I think they really got a really great friendship behind the show. Selena, Tambra, and Latrice. And they support them. They said, Tambra said, oh, me and Marie went outside and we talked a little bit more. And we had a good understanding. Because I'm Tambra Cherie and she had to understand why I was upset. And yes, we came to understanding. And I said, okay, all right. I wish we held the conversation, but yes. So this part is a sad part. But I do have some things to say. Marie came to see Glenn and Tisha. And they wouldn't know why Marie wanted to come over, what's going on. It did sound some seriousness. And Marie came, the dark cloud over her and the sadness, which I understand. Don't know. I understand what was going on. I said that's very touchy. Glad she was not home, and what just happened because I say nobody want their place to get sprayed up with clips and stuff. So she said someone tried to kill her and the family. Two individuals were outside at a certain time in the night, and they just sprayed my house. Sprayed my house. And they ran. There was nobody else's house. It was just her house that got sprayed up, and they ran. Based on the video, it seemed like it was two young boys or something like that, or two young people who went to spray up her house. Don't know what kind of situation she had going on, who her son got beef with, what's going on, but why is that particular house they targeted? Even one thing could be random, but it seemed like it was targeted to her specifically. But she wasn't, her kids was not home and everything, or her mom was not home. So it was like nobody was hurt. But at the same time, she had to move. She don't feel safe. And it was a gated community. So usually it's happening around 10:30 at nighttime. Usually in gated communities, they have someone at the gate to let the persons there who live in them community, so they won't let unwanted people. And if it's other people who was invited who visiting, they would have to contact the person who's in the gated community and get permission, and it's okay to let them in. That's usually what a gated community is. So for these two individuals who in the gated community who did that, who target Marie's place, they must be kids who's in that same community. How they got in there? Did they climb the fence? Or what? They found a secret entrance or something? Or they part of the gated community too? And if it's so, what issues you having in that area? As I understand, it was open. But when you told us a gated community, I said that brings another perspective. I said it must be people who already live in the area. Maybe children or somebody else. But then I gotta say, why they would target Marie place at anything? She's annoying, but it's not enough for me to go to her house and display things up. I said, no. Chill. So she may have to move. She don't feel safe. I said, how you can't feel safe in your own gated community? There you go. So, as good friends, Letitia said, Glenn said, listen, we got a room here. If you want to stay here, you can stay in this room and everything. And that sucks that she had to go, don't feel safe in her own area because some knuckleheads want to do some stuff like that. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts about that. That's my little things about it. But it's scary. But I just wanted to know why she was targeted. So D and Sophia, D is Sophia's daughter, and Sophia's daughter was going through a lot of things. She was at a point in her life that she wanted to unalive herself. I know they went so deep with a lot of these topics today. It was heavy, heavy. You got so heavy, baby. It was definitely heavy. And it's always birthday, and they're gonna have a birthday party at the house, and they ask Sophia to do nothing. Do nothing. We do everything ourselves around here. And she just said it was an on and off thing with her baby daddy, and they co-parenting, but think they'll be good at times, other times they're not good. And it's because to the point that she just felt so low and lost and don't even know herself. She just wanted to get it done, get over with, not be here anymore. And that was that. So Sophia was trying to get her to talk to therapists, but she didn't want to do that. The stigmatization of the Black community that talking to therapists make you feel like you got issues and you don't want to admit that and all that stuff. And why I want to see a string and all that stuff, trying to judge me. They want to judgment. They want all that stuff like that. But it's not so much of judgment. It's so much to just let it out. Who will not have preconceived notions about things? Who could be objective? I'm just listening to you. Or find somebody else who's not. If you don't want to pay anything, just find someone else who's willing to do that. But not so many people are willing to do that. So it was a good conversation about that. But later on, they talked to no, before we go that, it was a great conversation to understand that how someone could be close to the brink of unalive themselves and then don't have that anymore, but at the same time still working on themselves so they can feel better and live, because you got a daughter to live for, do things, and the baby daddy give her powers every now and then. They have issues on or off. So hopefully she has a good support system to be there for her when she needs so. If she needs like a break from her daughter, you can take the break. You probably have grandparents who willing to be there, be grandparents or great grandparents. So that's that. The daughters, they know they had to have a conversation with the girls and everything, but they say it's too soon right now. Let us push it. We had to work on everything else, but I think her and one of the girls at least start close because their kids is like close to the same age and they have been close the most. But conversation with Dre J needs to be had, but it'd have been too soon to talk to the girls. So let's just go step at a time and then we get there. So Jay Lee Willie had a podcast and they talk about the lack of intimacy. I said, why that gotta be a topic? I was like, why that had to be a topic of discussion, please? Really? But they had that conversation. And lack of intimacy and whatnot. What could be done? And the whole about menopause and the changes and things happening. I know they always talk about when they first got together, they was a wild web and this and that. I said, because life change happened. When you understand women, you love women, do you understand they go through body changes and how much you go through changes when you get older? So stop playing and act like it's always going to be the same when y'all first got together. It's not always going to be the same. Not at all. Because I'm pretty sure your sexual prowess is not the same how you was when you were 20s compared to you in your 30s, compared to you in your 40s. So stop playing. You might get better, you might get worse. It depends. You pretty. Big Willie asked her, Akeisha, you don't cook. So if she don't cook and she's not ethnic, why she always have to leave events early? I don't know why. Maybe the kids, but the kids is with the father. I don't know. Yeah, if you ain't doing none of that, what exactly you got to leave thing early? Maybe it's the children. Hey, I'm trying to say what you doing, but it's body change. A lot of things going on, but yes, but at the same time, you don't want to shy away from that either. Like you got to have a balance, and I do constant communication, constant have conversations, constant keeping up with the partner and see what the thing changes, and learn about the partner too, and whatnot. But also, you don't want to neglect your person at all in a relationship either. Yeah, but she does leave her events early all the time. So I guess they say like Willie said he holds himself to the highest standard than other guys, so maybe that's the way he felt something different. I said, oh, I don't know, maybe that's how they feel. Like you, since you hold yourself to higher standards, you may probably pick or judge a person who don't probably have the same standards as you, and they may pick up and feel like you belittling them. The energy you might come across and give off because you hold yourself to a high standard. And people don't realize when you does that, it show off in many ways that you're not realizing. When how you respond, how you react, how you say things. What do you do? You might not intentionally try to do that, but it shows up. So some of the ladies got there, Tampa, Letitia, and Tampa, Letitia, Sophia was there. I don't think Akeisha wasn't there. It was another lady that was there. And Letitia asked Tampa, can you host? I said, girl, we just not getting asked. You know you wanted to host everything, but Tampa said, our house. So she said, Tampa, did you block me? Can you unblock me, please? And I was like, no, Tampa. Girl, yes, we cool now. You still blocked. You and Marie was blocked on my phone. Don't try to play it. Yes. But she said, oh, yeah, yes, I got you blocked. I block you now. Yes, I block you now. I said, yeah, that was funny. She said, tell me you still got me blocked. I said, yeah, and did, was, will. I did block you. I am blocking. I am block you. And I will continue to get blocked. You continue to be blocked. So, did, still, and will. But she unblocked. I she unblocked her for the sake of it. I said that's moving forward. And then Sophia told the ladies, no, before that, Tisha did tell her about she had to have a biopsy, and they found a little lump on the breast and everything, but it was a thing they had to get do a biopsy and get it out and take it out. It's not a big deal. Not to worry about it. It'll be good. So I said, okay. So Tamara said, listen, I had a couple of biopsies. And yes, I do understand where you're coming from. I do understand where you're coming from. And yes, I'm there for you. So it's like, okay, glad it's not seriousness, not the big C, not that, because we can't have that right now. And Sophia told the ladies about her daughter. Now, at first, I was like, and she did mention this on an interview that she said her daughter did want us to talk about it, and she just wanted us out. Because I was like, did D want you to tell the girls about her troubles that she's having? About her want to be alive? It's one thing you haven't seen, and she's okay with just talking to the family and on scene to just get it out there. But it's another thing you tell other people that. So I said, did she want to know? But I guess she's okay with that. And she said, yeah, her daughter wanted this to be out. So it's like, okay. Because I was like nervous. I said, oh my God. So it's like, it's one thing, you turn your tears on, of course. I know you say that on TV on your own personal conversation. But to say it to the other girls, it's like, maybe she will feel some way about that. And that's probably the reason why y'all probably relationships aren't that good yet. But she was worried. I understand. Some other you would be worried. Like, you want to get her help. You don't want to make sure you don't want to get that call and say she actually didn't went along with it. And say, no, We try to be there, call you every time, call you every hour or something like that. I need to make sure you good. And that's that. But I was nervous. I said, did she want to know? But I guess she was okay. And Marie said, I understand what's going on. And you need anybody to talk to? I mean, I said, oh, Marie. I said, Marie, girl, I understand you want to be there. But I said, girl, you got enough on your plate. Enough on your plate. Don't get me wrong. I could feel like Marie could still be a signing board, a person for someone, and be there. But I said, Marie, how you broke down what Essie told you about her dudes. How you just almost couldn't take it. You about to get out to the glory. So I think she could be there, and I think these are good support system from the ladies and everything to talk to, just to talk to. It don't have to be nothing to do anything for her. Just to talk to, just a vent. Every now and person, somebody would like to have someone who just a vent to. Hey, I'm a person people vent to all the time. My family members, they call me, tell me the whole decent stories, and I just listen. I said, yeah, I understand. Just vent. It felt good to get it all out. Yeah, it's not gonna be judged. So you don't know she may or may not go to the trip. So it's like if she does show up, Sophia may seem like she don't know if she go stay on the trip. I said, girl, at this point, y'all figure order is kind of lapsed, so y'all can pretend y'all had this custody order still in place. Yeah, it's done. So it's done, and Sophia and Selena will have us sit down. I think come in the next episode, so hopefully we can see that. But they gonna show us much. But she did tell us about the story how D was at the bridge at one time. I said, oh, not the bridge. Oh, I was like, oh. And that's that. Which fun was that? I said that was a good scene, a good sisterhood, good talk. And yes, this should have a disclaimer about things. Usually at the end when they talk about heavy topics like that, someone who going through suicidal ideations and all that stuff, you want to contact or but they had no disclaimer at the end of the episode, none like that. I said, oh, that's whack. So Tisha tried to get things together for the New Orleans trip and whatnot. And then Cliff show up. Now, Glenn and Cliff had a conversation. Glenn wanted Cliff to go over there to talk to her and see some things. And see how it is, ask a question, get her to understand your decision. But I said, as a man, you should do that yourself. You don't send someone else to speak on your behalf because you not ready to take what's coming from it. You need to state you the one who's left your job and quit your job and then tell your wife about it. To pursue a business that we don't even know what your plan is. What she asked you don't even have a solid plan yet. So that's why she's like, want to know what's going on because you're not saying much. So Latrice didn't know Glenn was going over. Cliff was going over there. Glenn knew Cliff was coming to see her, but Letitia didn't know that Cliff was going to come to her to talk to her. Glenn didn't give her heads up that Cliff was going to come speak to her. So it was an unannounced visit. Now, Cliff realized that he didn't realize that Glenn didn't tell the whole everything. So now he felt like he blindsided himself. And I said, you think he won't tell you everything? He's not going to tell you everything. He ain't going to tell you the stuff that he did or did not say to Letitia. And now you got here looking stupid because now he got you speaking for his behalf. And you came in blindsided, not knowing that she didn't know all the stuff that he was telling you because he failed to tell her. So that's why you don't take yourself in the middle, put yourself in the middle situation, trying to talk to someone on your behalf, especially if you don't even know what the person said to him or whatnot. So, Cliff, you should have asked Glenn, what did you say to her? What you did not say to her? Let me know all of that. I want to come here on blind, and you let me believe something, and she didn't know shit. So he said, never again. I said, yes, you make sure you never do that again. Tell y'all know about to say, share the way any going out about it. It could be like that. Because I'm a man, damn it. I don't do no bending. How you act like that? Oh, so you do the bending. Let me stop. That's what I'm glad to see, you know. Because I'm a man. I don't get bent over. So you do the bending. Okay. Uh-huh. Let me stop. Yeah. So he said gonna be a trucking business. I said trucking business, and he said, "Oh, he bought a truck." She said, "He bought a truck." What? Now she didn't know that. I said, "Oh, so you get to tell her that she bought a truck, Glenn? Like you was whack." But that's what I'm saying. I don't care about this t-shirt and Glenn. I just have to talk about it because it's part of the storyline. But I say, y'all is don't come with you and find out you do all this stuff. Cause I would say, cause y'all pretend y'all have all these issues, but we you and y'all on neither front. Oh yeah, I know this, I knew this, yeah, this is happening. Girl, bye. But that's Belle Collective. Any thoughts, last comments about Belle Collective? Anything I missed? All right, let's go to the man. Emma Kane. All right, 57, 25. Let's get to Balance Medicine. The episode was okay. It wasn't all that for me to say, oh, it was a great episode. It was just okay. Like, so Simone and Cecil talk. Can we find out? That's when she found out that Cecil invited Quad. And it's like at the end of the day, Simone, no matter what you're doing, whoever you beefing with, Cecil always gonna invite them, try to make y'all forgive each other and make up and move forward. He did that with Jackie. He did that with things. So at the end of the day, it's not like he just did that for Quad. I think he consistently do that for people you fall out with, and y'all supposed to be really great friends. So he would go behind your back and try to set things up, and he just did with the consequences. At the end of the day, you can maybe be mad at Cecil if you want to. You ain't leaving the man. And I don't think he's leaving you. So hey, you should know your man's antics by now. I said, I know Cecil goes probably, maybe Cecil probably that Quad. It consult me, and I say, yes, Cecil should have told Simone because it's not gonna go well. You told her afterwards, but whatever. You told her. Now she realized you was the one who invited her against her will. But she was saying, listen, Quad had to let me know if she wants a relationship friendship or not. I said, why it had to be with Quad? If you don't want the friendship with Quad, just say you don't want the friendship with her and call it a day. Why have to be only on her? It takes two. Do you want this or not? Because I do feel like, and I'm going to stand by that, I feel like Simone wants someone to reach out to her to make things work. She going to be having outs with you. It probably will never reach out to you unless you reach out to her. And if you reach out to her and make amends, she will be okay. But as long as you don't do that, y'all will always have outs with each other. It's like with battle with Jackie and Simone. Which one of y'all gonna reach out? Y'all both, you wish she say something, you wish she said something, wish you say something, you wish you said something like, and can somebody pick up the phone or text each other or text or do something to try to make this work? Y'all both waiting on the game. Oh well, she got me mad, so she better should call me. Well, she got me mad, she should be calling me. Now, well, I ain't here for her, so you know, so we gonna make it work because she ain't here, and I'm here for you, and I'm here for you, and I'm here for you. It's like this is back and forth. It's like one of you had to make the move. So why does it have to be on Quad to end it? If you don't like this back and forth, you don't like how she moves, like she's one thing on camera like that, just say, listen, I'm not doing any more with you, Quad. Let's be we co-workers, we do our filming, we film when we need to film, we do what we have to do. I come to your events, you come to our events, we can be cordial and call it a day. We don't have to work about not, intimate. We don't have to be close friends. None of that. Just let it be flat out straight. Say that. Because what I'm not going to do is going to be running about how you all the time. Now, you say you have to apologize. You know you wrong by going very specific about the situation. When she told you not to do that, she said, Simone, please don't do it. Simone. And you kept going to drive a point. So you know you have to apologize sooner or later. It was big of you to call her to apologize. No, but if you want Quad to reach out to you, and that's what it is. Because that's your MO. So Greg and T talked at a restaurant. They talk about the baby fever. He wanted to keep trying until she get. I said, listen, y'all gonna stress yourself out. I know you want the natural process, but y'all could have a kid right now if y'all did adoption or surrogacy or something like that. Because listen, I'm not like nobody's journey. That's what she wants. But I do feel like you came with false pretensions when you know you had all these medical things going on. It could be him sperm too. Not just her endometriosis. It could be a lot of combination of things. But here we are. Baby fever, baby talk, and they don't talk about the whole Heavenly and Damon thing. And they feel like Damon just sit back and neighbor his baby. And I'm gonna talk about this whole Damon and Greg thing later on. So I'm gonna say my opinions to what that part come on because I have a lot of things to say, and I do want to know that I don't care for Damon. I never did care for him like that, and I feel like Damon always act like everybody can be scared of him, and they can't stick up for him because yes, he respected, and everybody can't say nothing about him or something like that. But you know, your wife is doing a lot of stuff, causing issues and turmoil with your friends and stuff like gathering. And I'm not saying you not to call her out on it, but you need to call her out on stuff like that too, publicly and platforms. You don't want to do it publicly, at least behind the scenes, stuff like that. But Hemi don't care. You can tell her everything. You can tell her all the criticism you want. She's still gonna do what she want to do. So I say, well, whatever. So she can do what she want to do. Though, don't get mad when somebody come and retaliate. That's the problem. Sorry. And I do feel like he enables behavior because he knows what she says out her mouth, it comes with consequences. And I know at the end we'll be tired, get tired trying to pick up slack and with her wife and with his wife and stuff like that. Unless he likes the mess. I think he likes the mess. Because at the end of the day, she will listen to her daddy. But we get to that details of my feelings about all that later on. So Jackie do her normal fashion with a cash doll, her patient as a celebrity, because she had a lot of celebrity clients. Increased since she be on the show, And she said she had to make Jackie had to make a note her PSA announcement. She's going to be there for Black women because if there's not a lot of us Black physician doctors like that or female doctors out there. So if you're not around, who gonna be there? I said, oh, so you gonna make all that? I know you. I know you ain't slick. You saying all that to make it seem like you were there for the women. But last day when it came out that you saying they cried wolf and they made it do dramatic or something like that, you didn't want to take accountability of you saying that it was wrong. And yes, I know you did videos and crying and saying, "Oh, you would never do this," and you respecting and all that stuff, and I'm there for Black women, all that stuff. But in the viewing, it was all more of who leaked it out. Then you say, you know what, y'all, it doesn't matter who leaked that. I said what I said, and I should not have said that. So yes, nobody taking away your accomplishments as a doctor, being the years and doing the years of services. We commend you for that. But yes, we need to call you out on it when you said some problematic things. When you say Black women cry wolf and they're dramatic, when you know they have one of the highest rate of high mortality rate when they're giving birth and stuff like that, or dying because Black doctors want to listen to them. thinking they saying so much when they know their body, but you don't want to listen. So I was like, yeah, she making a big notice that she want to be there for the black woman, but you called them traumatic and crying wolf, and you got your ass got lit up. So I said, we slick. We know why you did that PSA. I know I took that. I said, girl, you know you. So yes, they might take that away, but hopefully you don't say that thing again. Because it make it feel like that's how you really feel, despite all the years of service. But that's just me. So Quad driving around with the Roy's voice. I said, that's nice. It must be nice. I have a lot of money to get the Roy's voice. I know. I don't really like no two-door. Well, the Roy's voice was four-door. Whatever it was. I really like two-door cars. I didn't like a four-door car. Keep it nice and good. The sporty car that ain't working for me. Let's keep it cute. So she want to go around and have a Paris-themed party, which is more of a burlesque Paris-themed party. And she doing a personal invitation. So she driving around to the ladies and giving a personal invite. The ones that we actually see in scenes was Simone and Contessa, because T was at Contessa's house and they wanted to show that. But other than that, we didn't see the personal invite she gave to Jackie or Toya or the other girls and how they reacted to the invitation on Phaedra. We didn't see none of that. We just saw Simone and that. So Simone said, "Oh, this is interesting." Things like that. You know that? You got hey girl, what's going on? I said, oh, that'd be a fake as hell. All that laughing and acting like y'all good with each other. I know that's for the moment. Simone wanted to see the Roy's voice, and y'all just laughing and having a good little kiki. But one of the Quad issues she had, not so much, yes, she has the issue with Simone saying that and don't apologize, but one of her biggest issues is her about how she got treated in Napa, and none of y'all apologized for Napa. How you isolated her, how y'all told her to go home, like that. She want that apology, and she that's what she like. I said, Quad, if that's what you want, you need to speak up and say it. You telling these ladies about your private scenes, you see the private conversations, but you're not saying that that's the reason why you mostly upset. It's about the Napa. Harry had to say it. Toya had to say it. I said, but we need to see Quad say it. But she said the confessionals, but I said, no, you need to say that to ladies. I'm also a big upset how none of y'all apologize for how y'all handle me in Napa. Now, Simone don't feel like she need to apologize for that because she said she ain't do nothing wrong. She only gonna apologize about the going further with the incident. She had to go that detail. I said, oh. So when it came to Contessa and T, they was playing pool. Wasn't doing a good job playing the pool. And, they rang a Contessa bell. T was at the door. Contessa got the invitation. Then at that, and Contessa said, oh, okay. And Contessa went over there to say hi to Quad. They got out that nigga hug. And so Contessa said, oh, T's over there. You want to say hi like that? She's like, I don't know. I'm about to go. She's not inviting T because why would I invite my ex to my party? I said, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't invite no ex to the party either. But you crashed her freaking event. And yes, I don't care about all that, about the production. It's like she could still say no. But, that's her way to get in because that was the only way that she would get in because nobody else was speaking to her at the time. So Phaedra had to be the only one to wish her in. So that's that. But she said, oh, but T also kicked out. I said the T kicked out because Toya and them didn't want her there. We said, what's the point? No, you had to go. T's not interested. And then we had this little scene with the girl with the shade. Who that old lady was at the door? I said, y'all know you said that because production told you to say that. Get the fuck out of here. Now you want to have a moment and say, who that old lady at the door? You look old your damn self too. Sitting back there looking like a freaking rejected flight attendant. I don't know what the fuck you were looking at. You ain't look all that great yourself. You was young prima donna. You look like you was old, washed up flight attendant who had her glory days and she ain't make her days. Get the F out of here. F out of here. Somebody's gonna look old. You look old your damn self. Don't shade the person. You need to shade your own damn self. And go, I said, who are you talking about? That girl was in there. I said, that was my, and they was like, that whole facial expression, the scenes. I said, that whole scene was all whack. You ain't had to see that have no scene, have a conversation with those freaking dusty ass flight attendant invitationers. F out of here. We need to see that. Yes, I went in. I don't care. I said what I said. Yes, I said it. Because I was whack. We ain't have to have that scene. You just want to say the scene that had a shade. Let's call it a day. You can move on to the next scene. So Toya feel like Quad might not be over T and her ex. I would say, I don't know. I don't think Quad want her person who put her hands on her. It's not alleged because they said the reunion. They both admitted that DV happened in both sides in the relationship in that household. So it's not alleged. It's on the reunion. They say that. So I don't think she want him back. No, it was good as an appointment, but no, she didn't want it back. So I just let her happen. But I do feel like y'all do like to talk about her a lot on social media. So if y'all not bonded, like let her go. Let her leave. Let her be her whole delusional self trying to trap a man, whatever. Let her be. You don't have any stay talking about T all the time on social media. If you're not bothered, you seem bothered. Even with a new man. So Simone said, that's not fake it. I said, yes, Simone, that's not fake it. Y'all all need to stop faking it. That's clearly you too. You don't need to have Quad tell you what you don't want the friendship. You could end the friendship your own damn self. You don't need someone else to make the decision. You could have said, no, I don't want to do this. No. So you could not fake it either and let Quad know. I said, I'm not doing this back and forth with you. That's it. It's done. And so they say, yes, I got to apologize. She said, that's not Quad's real issue. She said, so what is it? It's the Napa. And that's what Simone said. Well, I'm not apologizing for something I don't feel like I was wrong about. I said, girl, you was willing to be willing participant to be a spokesperson to isolate Quad out that freaking trip in the group. So it's a burlesque type esque party, and they had to go in there blessed to wear. The ladies got there. They asked the owner who put it together. Oh, Quad boy put it all together. I said the owner just put the information like that. Just tell everybody that her boyfriend put it together. I said no. I said you have to talk to Quad about that. Does this part of it nice? But they had to introduce that to know that Quad got a man. So everybody said, oh, Quad got a man? I said, I didn't know that. I said, see, y'all not friends like that? And why do I always have to tell y'all, do I have somebody new in my life? Y'all all need to know that she got a new man? I mean, she had it for a whole year, but whatever. Did y'all really ask that she has a man? If you asked her, she said no, then I said, why are you hiding the girl? But I would say, I didn't tell anybody who's wrong. Then you wouldn't mess with us like that. Get so serious. That goes to show y'all didn't even Heaven didn't know that. I said, but yeah. So the guys hanged out and they said, oh, if she happy because she got a new man. I said her happiness should not be predicated towards a man. Happiness could be her happiness, and that she just happened to have another man, a man who enhances the opportunity. I don't like that people make it seem like someone's happiness is tied to someone else. I mean, if you're making that your business, then you need to stop that. Because your happiness should be within. and then somebody coming to and should add to that. You moved on, she moved on. Let's leave it alone. So ladies try to find out who's who. Who's the man? Oh, that's the man. That's Quan's man. That's Quan's man. That's Quan's man. You the man. You the man. So Quan said she met King through a mutual friend. They met. They've been dating for over a year now, and it's good. Now we don't know what he do, but all I know, he paid for everything. He got her voice. So David told the guys he will not worry about his wife. I said you should be worried about stuff like that when she going around spreading and talk about people. But I guess birds of a feather flock together. But so David said, I would not disrespect a woman and put her in it. It's like that. But I said, but your wife disrespected someone else and put the husband in it when it should not be the husband in it. Your wife did the same. Your wife did that. So if you say you will not do something like that, disrespect a woman by putting her in a situation that might have beef with the guy, so your wife should do the same thing. Her issue should be only with T and not put her husband into it and spray false lies about him, which is not true. That could affect his practice, calling him a pedo light. Now, the abuser part, I mean, Quad and Greg had to sit down and reunion, and they said it was a DV situation going in their relationship. So that's a separate issue. That's one thing. But talking about his practice, about there's a pedo and there's this that could affect his business and all that, that could really hurt his pockets and his brand and could lose his license. Now he can do all that. So what can you say about your husband, your wife putting other people in it and they have to defend themselves? So it's like if he hearing things about your boy that you know for 12 years, saying some misinformation about or false information about him from your wife, and you not saying nothing about that, you have a complacent on that too. But yet, Greg should not be sensitive about that. Why you be sensitive, man? I said I hated when he said that. I said, oh, he is sensitive, but will you just the man in a reunion and now the last episode say, oh, Greg knew my character and why he didn't say nothing. He could have nipped that in the bud. Do you believe I cheated? I said, so you're not sensitive either? You feel like I hurted you, right? Because Greg should have known you and he knew your character to say whether you cheated or not hurting me. Something that his wife brought up because your wife brought him up. And you talk about character, right? But the same character in him that he should know about you, the same thing you should know about him, whether he is a pedo light and all the extra stuff that she was saying about him, about his practice. If you know that's not true, why you didn't stick up for his character? Say, oh, Greg is not like that. So as much that you want him to do that, you could have did the same thing. As much that you were sensitive about somebody saying you was cheating and you wanted to make him make known and try to shun him, he has every right to feel the way how you feel. So this much he was sensitive, you were sensitive too. I ain't like that. Like that. But he said, no, that's my biggest issue is the patient care. It wasn't about that. It was the patient care. Don't disrespect me. And so Greg said he was busy. It's not a lot of times he could focus on the thing because I think he's a psychologist. Yeah, come up with me wrong because that's what he is. A psychiatrist, a psychologist, physicist, whatever he is. Yeah, let me know. And it takes a lot. It does take a lot to deal with people and talking to them and prescribe medications if you need to do that. And that's like psychiatrist does that. Psychologists mostly talk about people, relationships, and it's what kind of psychologist is he and whatnot. could have been straight up. I feel like it's listen, because of the drama I have with you and your wife. I didn't want to deal with none of your patients that you referred me to. It is what it is. Because you didn't want to protect me, and it felt like this way, and you felt like you didn't. You, I feel like you could place it in your wife's behavior according to me when you could have. You know me just like I know you. So maybe I didn't want to see your patients that you referred me to. It sucks. I mean, he said that, but at the same time, it could be busy. You know, it takes a lot of work to deal with patients and human and talk about issues and stuff like that. So what you had to say? Any thoughts about marriage to medicine? So everybody who watches over, let me know your thoughts. Let me know about how you feel about everything about Belle Collective. Let me know how you feel about everything about marriage to medicine, what you think about this week so far. And I know Heavily talk about a lot of things. I don't be watching her stuff. So I know I might be missing a lot of content about things because I don't really want to watch everybody's social because everybody in the want to have a social media time to get their side of content. I said, as much as I got a lot of work, I got to watch shows to watch. I said, I got time to be sitting down trying to listen to everybody's content to try to get all the details and whatnot. I do know, listening that I heavily mentioned about that out there about the whole Napa thing and how they had a whole meeting without her to discuss about Isaac Quad out and for last season. And the reason why Jackie told Heavenly that she was not invited to the meeting because they thought that Heavenly would tell Quad. I said Heavenly probably wouldn't have told Quad. And Quad would probably knew about the isolation. So, but Heavenly did say that if it's not for her and Quad, it will be no show because it brings it. I said, maybe y'all bring the mess, the balance out the other stuff that they not bringing. But y'all let me know how y'all feel. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Appreciate that replay game. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button when you watch it. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Click on the description box. Follow my social media. Or look down here at the scrolling. Follow my Discord and whatnot. Yeah, stay tuned for the other stuff I'm gonna come out. You know, just Love Never Lies live, then the Ultimatum live, and then talk about finish up and talk about the last two episodes of Married to First Sight. And get into that and think so. Stay tuned for my end of the year live when I'm gonna put that up. I want to discuss that. And whatnot. So I appreciate y'all coming through on a Thursday or get out here and relax. Probably play the game or something like that. If I get online to watch more shows, y'all find me on Discord. Come and join me. And I'll be on there. And go eat some dinner as well, because I ain't eat no dinner. And I'll talk to you later. Peace out.